What's up, guys? Welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to Skinny Pedal Motorsports. Welcome back to another video. If you like what you see, again, hit that subscribe button, hit that like button, just give me some love. But today, I'm gonna work on putting this Raspberry Pi screen in my car, testing it out, make sure everything works, test fuel level, whatnot. But before we get to that, we gotta head up to the exhaust shop because I crawled under my car the other day checking on something, and I noticed that the exhaust is dragging a little bit on my drive shaft, so I'm gonna take it up to the exhaust shop, but y'all see them working on it and make sure they get it fixed up right. So we'll catch you when we get up there. We at the exhaust shop out here in the country. Park in there and we get the exhaust worked on. It's just vibrating under the floorboard over there. Rubbing the drive shaft out there. So we'll set up a time lapse. Let y'all watch them work on it. Alright, so we're back out of the garage. Back out of the muffler shop. And my wife's gonna drive the car for the first time, so you'll get that little bit piece of fun and stuff. She hadn't driven it since I put a different motor in it, so this will be our first V8 powered car. First LS swap car. First car with any real power, actually, so yeah, we'll just watch her drive. Every day. Yeah. We headed over to my brother's house. We'll lay him forward soon a little bit too as well. Go, give a little more. Come on, don't be scared of it. Alright, well, we'll see you when we get there at my brother's house. Alright, guys. Finally got a chance to get started on that Raspberry Pi. I do have the dash already tore apart and just picking where I want it to go. So as you can see, it's gonna sit right there. There's the Pi. It's kind of gonna sit somewhere in about that general location. But yeah, it should turn out pretty well. We're gonna run a USB cable down through the hole and down over to the computer that's over there. So we'll set up a time lapse and let y'all watch me work. Alright, so one of the steps of getting this Raspberry Pi in there is you got to cut out your dash. As you can see, I've already kind of started cutting on it, but I marked out the dimensions of the dash. I'm gonna try to get it flush. You can see kind of where I'm gonna cut it. Got my handy dandy drill master. Just broke the blade. Great. I gotta replace the blade, but once I get that replaced, we'll start grinding on this again. As you can see, the pie fits pretty smooth in there. I mean, it's got little gaps on each side, but that's just how it's got to be. But you can see that it's gonna look pretty sweet in there once I get it all done. But we'll get back in the car and attach it to the back. Make sure it's got the everything in place. And then we'll hook up the Mossberry switch that I have. I'll show you how to hook that up, and then we'll have to go in and program it all. Hopefully by the end of this video we'll fire this thing up and check out the dash and whatnot, and y'all can decide if you want to get one. They're really simple to get. As y'all can see, we got it roughly mocked in there. It's just held on with some tape. We're gonna get everything in place and then we'll put it in its final place. But it's working. I got it running off the factory Raspberry Pi wall connection, but I do have a Mossberry switch right here that I'm gonna put behind it. That basically you just wire, as you can see, it's got 12 volt in, 5 volts out, wires, got all the wires. Then you hook these two wires right here to the Pi dash and punch in some coding, and it will basically shuts it down whenever you turn off the ignition in the car, but it doesn't shut it down immediately. It like gives it like a minute or two so you don't hurt your Raspberry Pi. So I was gonna mount it behind the dash, just, you know, with some screws and just kind of rough mount it, and not really a good way. But I hopped online, a buddy of mine, it's got a 3D mold to actually put all the stuff in with the screen and everything. I don't know if you can see it, but it does have bolt holes, so that'll make things a lot easier to do. So I got to clean this up though. It's got a bunch of support stuff on it where it's 3D printed, but we'll get that cleaned up and then we'll get it in the car. Alright, so we actually got the thing together. Well, painted, whatever. But as you can see, it's got some small screw holes there on the back. We're gonna run to the Home Depot right quick and get some more screws to get this thing mounted in there. So we'll catch you when we get to Home Depot. Alright, so we're at the local Home Depot, going to go in and get some screws for this thing right quick. Make sure it fits. As you can see, we got it all screwed together. I'm gonna get it mounted to the dash, and then we'll get it plugged up, wired up, and go give this thing a test run. Make sure everything's working, sure, you know, speedometer or whatnot. So yeah, we're gonna get it mounted in the car. As you can see, we got two screws right there. I'm gonna mount these two nuts to the back of my dash plate. We'll take and put those screws right there into there, and should be good to go. Alright, so we got the dash installed. I was going to show y'all how it starts up. just kind of go through all the different gauges I got, the one I plan on using and whatnot. I do have the Mosberry switch, so you'll get to see that operation too. It takes about 30 seconds to fire up the pie, and I'll flip around and show you all that. This is how long it takes the pie to boot up. So it takes it a second, but you'll see. And it's got low voltage. I don't know why. I got to get that figured out, but you can see that it fires up pretty quickly. It's not too bad. You can cut down on the time, but it doesn't really bother me. I still got to get it set up to where it'll boot straight into Tuner Studio and then straight into my gauges, but for now I got this little wireless keyboard. It works pretty well. So what I'll do is with the wireless keyboard, I'll go in here and open this one up, go down. I just gotta basically get that where it'll work correctly. But this stuff's pretty cool, man. I love technology, so I had to have something like this in my old school. It takes it a second, but it shouldn't take it that long once I get everything set up. There's Tuner Studio. It's loading my project. Double click it, and it should go straight to the gauge. Yeah, there we go. So we'll fire it up. You can slide to different gauges. This is the one I'll be using the most, kind of a Lambo SE style gauge. It's got a lot of different parameters on it. Oil pressure, oil temp, fan on, O2, voltage, mile per hour, RPM, but I'll show you when it fires up. Oh. You can see it, how it works. Really neat. One of them shows my FR. You can swipe from left to right. There's another one. There's the one that comes with the standard. Like I said, that's the one I'll be using the most. I feel like it matches my car the best with my clutch shift gauges. It matches my radio and whatnot. Check it out. We'll cut the car off. Anyways, hopefully y'all enjoyed this video. Y'all got to see me put my pie dash in here that goes with Mega Squirt systems. They're really easy to get. You can get them off eBay. You can get the Raspberry Pi screens off of there. You can get pretty much everything but the Mosberry switch off of eBay. So that's where I would pick up most of the stuff. And then you'll have to go Google Mosberry switch, Mosberry car switch, to get the other switch to go behind the dash that, you know, allows you to key it on and check everything out. But that's pretty much it. Thank y'all for watching. If you like what you see, comment below. If you got any questions, comment below. You know, just show me some love, whatever. If you want to come drive my car, come on, I don't care. I'll take you for a ride, or I really probably would let you drive it. But y'all know the message. If you ain't on a brake, you better be on a skinny pedal. We out of here.